changed, or if you had to adapt to a slightly different role with guys like Marcus, Terrence playing well offensively, Zoo playing well offensively, has there anything you've needed to adjust in your game?
No, my job stays the same. I think collectively, with us having so many different pieces, it's important for us to just try to have a positive impact on the game, whether it's going to be one night. I need to be more of a facilitator or just being a scorer. The only thing that we can change is just our effort. I think it's important for us to play hard, and so that's what I focus on. But as far as my approach to the games, that doesn't change.
Thanks.
Let's move over to Owen.
Hey, Lou, you always have the pulse of the locker room so well. I'm wondering, I know you guys are still building as far as relationships and getting to know each other, but what's the biggest difference and impact somebody like Serge has made that might not have been on this team last year off the court in the locker room?
Another veteran presence, a championship presence, understand what it takes to win. And on the defensive end, he gives us a shot blocker at the rim, gives us a lot of length at the rim where he's changing a lot of shots. Offensively, he's stretching the floor for us. And I think his game has evolved from the Serge that we used to know and who he is now. He's been successful in doing that. And he just gives us another great look and another great guy that we can have on his basketball team to help us win games.
And how has Batum been so far, as not just in addition on the court, but also off the court?
Nick has been great. He's been great. He's a really quiet guy, minds his business, and comes with his hard hat every game. So you got to respect a guy like that. And he's also a decorated veteran that's been in this league a long time, had a lot of success, and he's looking to accomplish the same thing that we all are. So I think the great thing about this group is we're all like-minded in the goals that we have collectively, and both of those guys fit into that mold.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll move over to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Lou. First time I'm seeing you guys since the bubble, so forgive me if you've asked and answered this a million times. But just how often do you think about kind of the way last season ended in the bubble? How much does that motivate you guys right now?
It's not really part of our thing. That was an opportunity that was missed. It's over with. We can't get it back. And so the way that this team carries itself, we're not a chip on our shoulder type of team. We try to stay as positive as we can and continue to build. We understood what the expectations were. We understood that we had an opportunity like everybody else with the talent that we had. But at the end of the day, how this group was built, it takes time. And so we understand that, and we're still building to this day. And so we're happy with the positive steps that we're taking. We're happy with where we are and how we play on both ends of the floor. We just got to continue to push forward. But as far as that being part of our story, it's not there.
And lastly, I have you guys on Sunday against the Bucks, so congrats on the win tonight. But looking forward, just kind of your thoughts on that team. Is this kind of a measuring stick game?
I'll be honest, we literally hadn't spoke one single word about the Bucks yet. We've been taking a game-to-game approach. We haven't really had an opportunity to lock into those guys, and so the only time I see the Bucks is when they're on national television. Other than that, we've been dealing with Western Conference teams. And so I'm sure it'll be a great challenge for both teams, and we look forward to it. But we hadn't spoke about it yet.
Thanks, Lou.
All right, we have time for two more. Let's move over to Miriam, and then we'll close out with Law.
Hey, Lou, you guys are 6-0 now on the back end of back-to-backs. How hard is that to do, and to what do you attribute that?
Probably just a little pissed off. If we've lost the first one like we did last night, that wasn't a great representation of the way that we like to play basketball. I thought we had low energy. We didn't take our opponent serious enough. And so when we do that, I do know that we always respond well. And so that's been the makeup of this group. I thought tonight was a great opportunity for us all to show the type of basketball team that we can be and that we need to be moving forward. And that was great. So I think it's attributed to that.
Very close to Lou.
Hey, Lou. After last night's game, Todd talked about physicality being something that was sorely lacking last night. And it seemed like tonight it got back. I want to know from your perspective, you being in your 16th year, you being a guard, I've seen you being very active defensively, active hands, getting deflections, even if they're not turning into steals. Like, what have you kind of picked up on over this year about how you can best contribute defensively to this team?
Just being in the right spots and understanding what's expected of me and not trying to do too much. You know, my role is clear on the defensive end, where I need to be in certain situations, what spots I need to be in certain situations, and just being somebody that my teammates can rely on that end of the floor. And so, and also just understanding my opponents and doing more homework and research than I would in the past. And, you know, for us to reach our ultimate goal, everybody kind of got to do a little bit more and get outside of themselves, including me. So that's been a focus for me.
All right, thanks, Lou. That's all I have for you, brother.